Welcome, everybody. This is your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with the CEO of Secure Private Data, Alain Ghiai. Welcome, Alain.
Thank you, Anna. Hi, everyone.
So today for your weekly hack, we're talking about purchasing goods and items through social media. I know I've done it. I will go to Facebook Marketplace and I'll search in, let's say, a camper, because I'm going to get one day. And so what happens is I get directed to these profiles. I don't even know if they're human. And what I've been noticing is they are always asking me to send my information, like my email, my name. I've even had someone request for me to send an address. So let's talk about that. I know a lot of people are going through Marketplace, even Instagram. When it comes to privacy and securing our privacy, what are some tips you have for us?
Sure, that's a great example because we're approaching the Christmas season. It's going to be Thanksgiving soon, and then Black Monday. So what I recommend is that when you give any kind of personal detail, first of all, don't use social media. And then if you're looking at a camper company in particular, I would recommend to contact them directly because a lot of businesses go on social media to attract buyers volume. There's also a lot of scammers that some people are sophisticated. They'll put a fake website that looks like the legitimate one. That's another good one. So I would always try to contact the company itself. And then when they ask you, send us your name, your info, what are you looking for? And eventually it gets to give us a credit card for the deposit or something like that. First of all, I would definitely not use a regular email. I'd use a highly encrypted email, similar to Sekur if you have any. And in our case, it would be, we have a solution for how to send to non-secure user. So I would use that kind of communication because the bots or the hackers or the machines, they are collecting every single word that you type on social media. So if your name is Anna Berry and you live at this address, because they're going to need to know usually a zip code, right? Because sometimes there's a distributor in your area for that, and those kind of big ticket item, which a camper is a big ticket item. People are going to be salivating, trying to take your detail and eventually trying to see where you bank and take money from your bank or your credit card. And then, steal your identity eventually.
So, Alain, let's talk about some solutions for this, because you often mention having two distinct emails. One email, your Yahoo, your Microsoft, your big tech email, and then the other, the secure mail. Talk a little bit about what differentiates the two and where we should plug in these emails. There's certain companies where we can plug in our emails for that 15% off, but other valuable information, we need to make sure we're using something like Secure.
That's very well put. You have your mass market kind of junk email. I have a few of those where you want to get your 15% off coupon on DoorDash or whatever you want. That's good. Okay, that's convenient. Now, if you do a more serious thing, the difference between Secure and all other big tech email and solutions is that, first of all, we're hosted in Switzerland in our own infrastructure, and we don't data mine you, we don't sell your data, we don't touch it, we don't look at it. So that's huge because even if you're in Switzerland, if you're using a third-party hosting company, that third party could resell your data. In fact, there's a law that I don't think many people in the US know, and Buck Sexton out of the Blaze way back in 2014. Buck Sexton is a very famous TV person, is all over the media, and he has his show. He mentioned, and he's an ex-CIA analyst, he mentioned that there's a law in the US that says that if you hand over your data to a third party, which these email providers are, you have no longer right to that data. It belongs to them too. We don't have such laws in Switzerland. I mean, if I divulge your IP address, I could go to jail. It's a criminal offense. So that's a huge thing, the privacy that you get, and also the fact that we don't use open source coding that can be hacked by anybody that's been worked on the same codes and it's kind of off the shelf. think of us as the tailor-made type of coding. And then we have encryption methodologies that are highly complex. Also, we only have like 15 employees, most of them coders that have been with us for 15 years. So there's no leak of data. Everybody has privacy in mind when we design a product. And then lastly, our features like Secure Send. For example, you want to now send to that camper company more detail about you. And maybe, I would never give my credit card on a paper to someone with or without Secure. I only trust these links. But let's say they may ask some kind of info for your credit, right? So you may have to send a credit report to them. That kind of stuff you secure, and then you can use the Secure Send feature, which essentially notifies the recipient that you have an email waiting for them. And then they click on a link and they connect directly to our server in Switzerland. And then they can see that info and they can secure reply back to you. What this does is eliminates the whole over the net traffic. So the hackers can't get in. Nobody knows what's happening because everything happens in our Swiss secure and private server environment in multiple locations in Switzerland, I should add. And it's very easy. I have the app right here. So I'll show you my three icons. This is my messenger, my email, and we have also Secure Suite. I can go to my email, it's going to load up, and I can also send an email using Secure Send. If you use the app, you have the little Swiss wheel there, that's Secure Send, and then it'll show you, if you want to have a password on it, if you want the thing to expire and whatnot. I recommend people to go to secure.com on our tutorials, but that's the only way to send information to someone, a doctor, a lawyer, a banker, or a camper sales company, where they will maybe ask for your credit report because you may want to have a loan, right? In fact, I don't think people buy $100,000 campers in cash. They most likely want to have a loan, whether it's 20, 50, 100 grand. And that goes the same with real estate as well.
Well, these are great. It's a great service and great features. Plus, you are offering our audience a discount. Tell us about that.
Yes, we are offering 15% discount for a whole year. So I would recommend, if you're convinced of the product and you have nothing to lose, because for 7 days it's free, buy the yearly package because you're going to get 2 months for free, and it gives you 15% off the whole thing on top of the 2 months for free. So the promo code is SECURE15, SEKUR15. I would recommend buy the Secure package, which officially is $10 a month or $100 a year. It gives you an email and a messenger, because probably next week we can talk about what our messenger does, where you can message someone similarly without the hackers or anybody looking at it, without giving your phone number away. And you can also message people who don't have the app, which is really cool. And you don't need to use an app. If you really don't want to use any kind of Android or iOS app, you can use all our services on a web-based system. So Secure 15, get your 15% off. And if you have questions, you go to our website, watch the tutorial, or we have great support. Our support is in-house, open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. We do not outsource anything. And unlike everything going up in inflation, our prices are not going up, just so you know.
Fantastic. Well, great options for users out there and great solutions for all of us. So thank you so much for another weekly hack. We look forward to next week's. Thank you, Alain.
Thanks, Anna. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you next week.